When starting out with this collection, we were trying to find a new way of expressing furniture, which somehow seems like an impossible task.
So obviously we're sitting in what will very soon be our work home here in Copenhagen, and I think architecture is ultimately the art of accommodating life. And when you think about designing a space, you kind of try to put yourself in the mind of what will take place here, and then you try to, in a way, create the most generous possible contours of the life that will happen here.
When designing furniture, creating comfortable environments is one of the most sort of important things in order to create sort of is a space that you can be in.
And I think, in a way, when you are creating an environment like architecture, you want to create possibilities and discoveries and surprises and complexity, because it's a habitat. It needs to have different niches for different kinds of life. Whereas when you're designing objects, you want to, in a way, distill it into the clearest delivery of this sensibility, this function. Furniture ends up becoming a population that populates or animates a space.
The most important, at least seen from our point of view, is to design something that doesn't scream too much for us attention, but that fits together, that you can match together with other objects and create calm and soothing environments.
I mean, of course, you can have a treasure chest somewhere, you can have something that is almost like an art piece, but in general, you actually want the furniture to be as simple and as elegant as possible, because eventually it becomes part of an environment.
I see the difference in scale also play out as you could say that architecture is somehow an art form of collecting a lot of different design elements, whereas designing furniture is somehow the purest form, where architecture is sort of an assembly, a collection of design objects. When starting out with this collection, we were trying to find a new way of expressing furniture, which somehow seems like an impossible task. And we stumbled upon this idea of taking the rope and tying it around a mattress or a sponge, and then studying what kind of forms it creates. And when we translate that into a three-dimensional object, it's not behaving exactly like you would think, but it's actually giving you some extremely organic shapes and sculptures out of it that sort of somehow becomes the core or the heart of this furniture family.
One of the things we're always looking for in design is to arrive at something that has an air of effortlessness. A mattress or a cushion tied up in the ropes, and then as you pull the string, the mattress folds into a natural form. Even though it takes a lot of effort, once you arrive, you actually achieve effortlessness.